Okay. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Wait there. Welcome to our Zoom Q&A for the library. I'm Ethan McNeely. I'm an officer of Phi Theta Kappa. Phi Theta Kappa is setting up all these Zoom Q&As. You might have gotten messages about all the other ones that we're doing, but this one is of our library. I'm joined by Brian Beecher. And Brian, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. As Ethan said, my name is Brian Beecher. I'm the director of the Library and Learning Commons. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about our services, both in person here on campus, as well as our virtual services to support our online classes as well. Nice to be with you today. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. I also want to bring up the fact that everyone, you can put some questions in the YouTube chat, and then at the end, well, as we're getting close to the end, Lene will give me some. We'll bring those up, and so yeah, feel free to drop in questions anytime you have them, and we'll try and get to them and when we can. So, but to start us off, hey Brian, can you give us a brief overview of the library services?
Sure. So I was just talking to NPR, who's on campus today, and they were asking a little bit about what's different in the library since COVID began. And the way I responded to that was that the library is actually quite a bit different than it was, say, 6 months ago. Not only do we try to maintain the in-person services that you all are accustomed to and used to, we still are expanding our virtual services, our online services, and that's how we were trying to focus at the conclusion of the winter semester in the spring. But now that the campus is reopening certain areas for the fall, the library is trying to maintain two presence on campus. We have an in-person library, and then we also have our virtual services for online. So a lot of our in-person services include, like, we have certain things you can check out, like textbooks and laptops and hotspots. So that's like your phone. If you need an internet connection for your laptop and need something to connect to, we have hotspots that you can connect to, and then boom, you've got internet on a laptop. Ebooks and journals. We have our full print collection, etc. So those are some of the things that we continue to maintain and make available. But then also we offer services like your instructors may say, okay, you need to write a research paper, or you have a project to work on that requires you to do research. So how do you do that? How do you find academic articles? You have to go to specific places to get this research. You just can't find some of the stuff on the internet. You have to go to specific places to get that. And so the library offers access to those types of things, articles to help you defend your thesis in a paper. We have instructional classes on how to do that. We have librarians on staff to help you find this information. We have interlibrary loans, where if we don't have something in our collection, which our collections are pretty big. We have over 70,000 books in our collection, and our physical collection, but we have over 300,000 electronic books. We call them ebooks that we subscribe to and pay for, that you can access from home. This is all stuff appropriate for college students. It's specifically designed to support the curriculum of our institution, of our college. So those are some of the things that I think the library currently is, and we have changed a little bit, and maybe we can talk a little bit about that too as we progress through our conversation today.
Okay, in our discussion before we went live, you were mentioning that there's a lot of like physical materials, like laptops that you guys are working with now. Can you go more into detail with that?
Sure. Since the campus since we went to more virtual in March, remember we had to basically shut down the campus because of COVID. We found very quickly that our students needed technology in order to complete their classes. And then also as we moved into the fall semester, we found that students need laptops, for example, or these hotspots that I mentioned previously, in order to participate in a virtual classroom. So what the campus did, our IT department did, is they acquired funds to buy laptops that the library can check out students. There's an application form online. It's really easy to fill out. Give us a call at the library if you need help in submitting an application. But basically, you just fill out the application. We contact you when we have a laptop ready. We do. We have several. We've checked out about 650 technology items that include laptops and hotspots, and we have several hundred more laptops on the way. So we have laptops available for you if you need one.
Okay, so say I want to get a laptop, or as you were mentioning earlier, that like you guys are willing to help get into like research. Like, what would be the best way for a student like me to like contact you guys and just get that discussion going?
Well, on our webpage is our phone number. You can call us that way. Our hours for in-person or on campus is Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. and then Friday, 8 a.m. until noon. And the reason we close at noon is because the library goes through a very intensive sanitizing process, and we have to have the building cleared for that. So we do take everyone's safety very seriously here, and so we have a lot of safety protocols in place to ensure that we have a safe environment. And so that's kind of why we have limited hours right now. If you can't make it in and you wanted to check out a laptop, let's say, and you wanted to check that out at 7:00 p.m. when we're closed, basically you can make an arrangement with one of us. We will drive back to campus. We'll check that out to you, and you can have it. But like I said, there's this form online. If you go to the main campus webpage, and then at the top there's this COVID information, you click on that, and then there's a special tab there for students. You click on that, and then it shows all of the services that are available to students, like the library is listed there. There's all kinds of departments that are listed there, but specifically there's one for technology, and it says laptop and hotspot checkouts. And so you, like I said, you fill out that form. We will notify you through an email that says when it's available, and the turnaround time is pretty quickly because we have quite a few available right now. And we'll you just come on in, we check that out to you, and that's really it. If you have any questions, give us a call, send us an email. All of our contact information for the library is on the library's webpage, and you get to that from the main campus page. You click on the student link that's at the bar at the top, and then library is one of the departments listed there. And then all of our contact information is right there on the page.
Okay, so you mentioned like some in-person stuff. Now, me as a student, I have not been on campus since March, and so I don't personally know a lot about like all the in-person stuff that's going on. So can you mention like what's the in-person stuff that's like still going here at the library for people that, they haven't been to like campus barely at all since last year, or even, they're a new and up and coming student?
Yeah, there have been some changes in the library. We are practicing social distancing here. Just like everywhere on campus, masks are required. We're for your safety and for everyone else's safety too. So we do ask everyone who comes in to put on a mask. So that's one of the requirements. If you don't have one, I have some at the desk. I can give you, but most people are used to going to the grocery store or to the bank or wherever they're going. They usually have a mask anyway. So that's a requirement. If you're going to be on campus, you need to have a mask on right now. The floor of the library, now we have 2 floors in the library. The second floor, we pretty much have closed off. We're trying to keep everybody on the main level of the library. We can seat, maybe 50 people in here. That might be a little crowded. But we have like chairs removed. We have certain signs on the computer saying, not in use, because we're trying to space everybody out to at least 6 feet. So I think we've done that in terms of making it a socially distant space, but we have our computers are half of them on the main floor are available. So that's about 25 computers are available right now on our main floor. We have study tables, quite a few study tables that are available. We have comfortable seats that are available. Our newest addition this year and last year are our booth seating. Note that it's kind of like if you were to go to a restaurant, you know, they have like booths you can go sit and eat at. Those are very popular with students. I love them too, to tell you the truth. They're very comfortable. So we have one side of each booth available, and then we have little caution tape. So we're trying to maintain, again, 6 feet of distance between each booth. And the way we figured that out was every booth could be open if only one side of each booth was open. And so every booth is open, but like I said, one side. So those are some of the changes you might see when you come in here. Our photocopiers are still operating, obviously. You can scan. We have our textbook collection that is available. So we have over 650 titles. Before we went live, I made a comment that I have this little unwritten secret that if you need a textbook and we don't have it, I've told my staff, just run either to the bookstore and grab it. If they don't have it, then go to Amazon and you can get one. And so I try not to tell, I try to help students as much as possible to get the resources that they need. So like I said, if we don't have the textbook that you need, we'll try and get it. And the way that works is you come into the library and you can check out our textbooks for a few hours. You can read what you need. If you need a chapter, you can photocopy it or take pictures of it. But we try to get every textbook that students are requesting. I can't just automatically buy every textbook from the college because I don't think I have a budget that would afford that at all. But if you ask for a title, I'll go get it. So that's a nice thing that students can use if you're on campus. I'm trying to think what else. Book collection is open on the second floor. Even though the floor is closed, what'll happen is if you need us to go get, say you need some books to check out to write a paper, just let us know what those are. Then one of my staff will just run up, grab them quick, and then we'll check them out to you because that floor is basically closed. And then some other things that a lot of people don't know is, so we have the 75,000 in print books upstairs. So those are physical books you can check out. Then we subscribe, or we pay, I should say, for an academic collection of over 300,000 ebooks. So those are full, you know, they're books. They're just in electronic form. You can read those on your computer. You can download them to your device, like a phone. If you want to read a book on your phone, you could. I don't suggest doing that, but that's why we're taking out laptops. But yeah, we've got over 300,000 ebooks. We have over 43,000 scholarly e-journals. So remember I told you, you know, students who are writing papers, research paper, or they're doing a project that's based on research. Well, that research has to come from somewhere. So the library subscribes to over 43,000 electronic journals. So this means millions and millions and millions of journal articles that you can use as sources for your papers. And we subscribe to all that. It's all available, whether you come into the library and use one of our computers, or if you're at home, you can access the stuff all online. So that's pretty cool too. All those journals that I just mentioned, those 43,000 scholarly journals, and those are journals that are specifically designed for college students. Those things are contained within databases that we have, over 150 databases. And we have one general search tool right on our library website. It works very similar to a Google search. That's what it would look like to you is to a Google search. And it'll search all of our collections for you and search for books. It'll look for streaming videos. We have tens of thousands of streaming videos that you can watch right on your computer. It'll search all of that stuff, the journal articles, and formulate a list for you so that you can select things that you might need for your papers and projects. I probably kind of went off topic there a little bit. I think you were asking more of what's the difference between the in-person services, but we're trying to maintain as many of the in-person services as possible, while also maintaining a robust virtual experience for our students too, so that they have access to all of the resources that we have here in the library.
Okay. we
That was
are
kind of long-winded,
coming.
I apologize.
Oh, there's a lot of information in there, and I think it's great. We are coming close to that like 15-minute mark. And honestly, like there's just so much more information that could be there, but I think I'll let that be on kind of the viewers to really like explore there. This is just to give a good foundation and such. And um but I'm gonna ask Lene if there are any questions like in the chat at all. And she can put that in the chat, and then I can ask any questions. So I'll see if YouTube chat has anything to say. Okay, Lene says there are no questions yet.
I probably bombarded everyone with so much information. They're on overload right now. But if you get anything out of today's talk, I would just say, if you have any questions, let us, let us know. Give us a call, send us an email, come on in, talk to us. We are really here for you, whether it's library related or not. If we know where to send people on campus, we get tons of questions all the time that have nothing to do with the library. But because we're one of the hubs of campus, we know where to send people. And the nice thing about the library is, we are one of the places that are designated for our in-person classes for students on campus to go to for study space and for help. Just know that we are here, and we're here to help you, or at least send you in the right direction if we don't know the answer. We can certainly let us know when you need anything. We can hook you up to the right person, the right people. I think I probably covered most of our services. One thing I didn't mention was we have an interlibrary loan service available to students too. If there's something that we don't have in our collection, something that you need, we'll get it from another library anywhere in the world, and they'll send it to us. It does take some time to get these materials, but just because we don't own something, if it's specific to your needs, we can get that through interlibrary loan and document delivery. And like I said, a lot of you will see us in your classes, either virtually or in person, because we do a lot of instruction on how to do college level research. And our librarians we do probably about 350 classes every single year on how to do appropriate college level research. You may see us from time to time in your classes.
Okay, well, it's looking like that we're coming. We're at about 15 minutes. If no one has any more questions, then I think we can call this good. Thank you so much for bringing up information, Brian. I learned a lot. Like, there's just so much information there, and I know, like, if I want to like follow up, I'll be happy to like contact you guys at the library. I encourage everyone who watches this to go ahead and just use all that information that's there in the library. You said 300,000 ebooks. So
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Have a great semester, everybody.
Oh.
I hope that was okay. I apologize if it went too long in certain areas.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Like, our plan is like, around 15 minutes. The maximum we have is 30 minutes, and so we didn't hit that 30. So
Okay.
and
Good.
but the amount of information that was there, it's like, and I think one of the